What's up, guys? Welcome back! In this video, I'm going to be talking about some things that I have been loving and that I've been hating. Not so much like on monthly favorites. These are just things that I've been using for a little bit now, I would say. Maybe within the last couple of months or maybe weeks even, but these are going to be some things that were newer to me that I've never tried before, that I've been testing out. I think that I've put a fair amount of time of use into them, and things that worked for me and things that didn't. So to start, we're going to start off with tools. I can't even believe I'm saying this because I'm so die-hard beauty blender team, and I'm actually surprised that I even like this because I don't like anything other than the beauty blender. This guy right here, this is the L'Oreal Beauty Sponge. This is the bomb. I haven't touched my beauty blender since I got this. I think I've been using it for about a month, and I don't know what it is. I just love it so much. I would say that it's about the same texture as the beauty blender. It has a really nice soft texture. It's very bouncy. It blends out product beautifully. I think that the beauty blender has found its match, at least for me. I still love the beauty blender. There's nothing wrong with it. Obviously, I've been using it for so long, and I've always looked for something that I can compare or something to have a backup, because, you know, the beauty blender is pretty expensive. You have to admit, for a sponge, it's $20. Me personally, I'll try to use my beauty blender to the maximum. I will use it until it's dead and it's on its last limb. It's nice to have a backup, especially something that's so affordable. This was around $6 or $7, and I think I got this at Target or Walmart. It took me forever to try to get my hands on it because it's always sold out, but I finally found it, and I honestly haven't been able to put it down. Since the first time that I tried it, it's all I've been using. My beauty blender, I actually don't even know where it is, which is really sad because, like I said, I'm so die-hard beauty blender. I think that I found a replacement. I really, really love this. You know, when you look at it, it actually kind of looks just like a beauty blender. It has the same kind of shape except for this little dent right here. But the nice thing I like about this is that it has this tilt right here. It makes it so easy to get around your eyebrows. If you're one who likes to do their eyebrows first, you can actually just turn this on the side and take your foundation and go around your eyebrows so nicely. And it is honestly just such a nice, bouncy, soft texture. The only complaint I have about this, I'd never had this problem with my beauty blender before, is that it kind of has tears in it. I wouldn't say I'm particularly rough, at least I don't think I am on my sponges, but even down here at the bottom, I've noticed that it does tear much easier. Yes, I know I have acrylic nails. I've always had them. I've never had that issue with my beauty blender, so I will say the durability of the beauty blender I think is a little bit better because I've only had this for about a month or so, and I noticed the tearing of the sponge immediately. Nonetheless, it is still an awesome, inexpensive dupe for the beauty blender. I will still continue to use it, and I will honestly probably continue to repurchase it just because I love it that much. Okay, the next tool that I have been loving, this is the e.l.f. Small Tapered Brush. Honestly, I don't even know why I bought this. I really wasn't in the market for something new to use, but I am a junkie and I have a problem and I can't stop buying beauty related items. I ordered this online from Ulta. I believe it was e.l.f., so it was probably around $3, as are most of their brushes. I really didn't know what I was going to purchase this for. I just liked the shape of it online and decided to buy it. I've actually been loving this for packing on powder underneath my eye. This is so like tapered and small. It literally fits under the eye perfectly. I think also because it's so dense, it does a really good job of packing on powder. I love the way that this applies product underneath the eye. So I'll just kind of set under here, and I'll even take it down a little bit if I feel like it's necessary. And then I'll take, where is it? This brush. This is the e.l.f. blush brush. This is what I used to use underneath my eyes. And not that I was looking to replace this. I did like this brush. I just noticed that this packs on powder a little more precisely, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Just because this is more fluffy and spread out. I would still have a little bit of creasing underneath my eyes with my concealer just because I think this is just a little too fluffy. What I'll do is I'll pack on with this now, and then I will just wipe away with this brush. And then lastly for tools are these two eye brushes, and these are from Morphe. The first one is the Morphe M432. It is this little flat definer brush, and what I like to do with this is I'll take a really deep color and I'll kind of lay it down on my lash line, and then I like to go in and blend that color out with this brush, and this is the Morphe E17. I also like to use the M432 brush for my top lash line. If I'm not doing a liner, I like to take this with some shadow and I'll just press it against the lash line, and it is just so precise and it's so dense. I love this brush. I actually purchased another brush from Morphe quite a while back. I don't remember how long ago it was. I meant to buy this brush and I obviously did something wrong because I got this one by mistake. Like, the difference is so crazy. They're not even close. I remember watching videos and people talking about these two brushes together, and I was like, dude, they're just brushes. What's so great about them? I finally jumped on the bandwagon and I got them, and I'm like, what was I doing with my life before? Like, I truly don't know. These make blending out your lower lash line a mother effing dream. You just go bam, 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 take this brush and blend it out. If you're going for that really smoky, intense, dramatic lower lash line, these two are phenomenal. Okay, moving on to complexion. The next thing that I've been loving is this CoverGirl foundation. I'm like more than halfway through this bottle. I love this foundation. This is so strange because I am like an oily, greasy mess. So when I heard about this foundation, I was so intrigued to try it just because I love trying new foundations, and I love trying drugstore foundations because I love having an affordable option to a more high-end foundation. This isn't typically something I would gravitate towards because it says healthy elixir. That makes me think of something like very luminous and dewy. And I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna get it. If I don't like it, I don't like it. In the beginning, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the primer I was using or maybe the moisture I was using. I'm not sure. But I wasn't the biggest fan, and I put it away for a while, and I was using other things, and then I was like, let me use it again. So I started using it again, and I just like fell in love with it. I don't know, my first impression was that, you know, it was okay. It had good coverage, but I just didn't care for the way it made my skin look. And I don't know if maybe like in the short time I've been using this, the texture of my skin has changed. I don't think it has. I don't know. I just looked in the mirror one day and I was like, oh my God, my skin looks so good. I have it on today, and I honestly feel like it makes your skin look so healthy, but not overly dewy. My cheeks are the only thing that aren't oily. I stay pretty normal right here. My whole forehead and my nose is just like a grease pit. It is what it is. That's what I'm working with. So I don't gravitate towards luminous type things. They tend to just slide off my face. But this has like a nice natural satin type finish. It's not dewy whatsoever, but it's definitely not matte. I would say it's actually more of like a natural finish. It's not quite satin. I would say it just looks like skin, but it makes your skin look so luminous and healthy and glowy without making you look greasy or like super dewy. I have just been loving it. Only thing that sucks about this is that I can't use this when I'm really fair. I do have a decent tan going right now, so this matches me perfectly. This color is buff beige. I do have to blot, I'd say probably after about maybe 4 or 5 hours. But the nice thing about this foundation is it doesn't break up on your skin. It doesn't look cakey. It applies so smoothly and blends out beautifully with a beauty sponge if that is your tool of choice for a foundation. And the biggest thing is that it doesn't wear away, and it honestly doesn't look cakey whatsoever. If you are in the market for a like more natural looking foundation, this is definitely awesome. And I would say it's about medium coverage. It's not quite full because I could still see a few imperfections on my skin, which I'm okay with that. That doesn't bother me too much, but I would definitely say it's not a light coverage foundation. It's like a light medium to medium. You can build it up to be more medium to full, but it's not quite 100% full. Okay, next up, I have the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. Ever since I bought this bronzer, it's been the only thing I've used, no joke. I don't know what my issue is with like bronzers and blushes. There's like no holding back. Every time something new comes out, I have to try it. I just love buying bronzer and I love testing new bronzers. This compares to my high-end bronzers. I love it so much. It just smells like straight up coconut. It smells so good, and it honestly reminds me of vacation. I love it. I open this up and I'm like, and I start reminiscing on like beach trips because it smells so good. It has like the perfect neutral undertone. It's not too warm, it's not too cool tone. I can't stand a cool tone bronzer. They look so ashy and muddy on me, but then I also can't stand like really orangey bronzers because they make me look like an Oompa Loompa. This is just like that beautiful golden bronze look. I do have it on today so you can kind of see how it looks. It just makes you look like a beautiful bronze goddess. It makes your skin look so nice. I wouldn't say that this is quite a matte bronzer. I would say that this is more of like a satiny finish. It has a bit of a sheen to it, but not too much of a sheen. Like it doesn't have glitter or shimmer or anything in it. I haven't actually put it down since I've bought it. It's been the only bronzer that I've been using. Even like compared to all my other high-end bronzers, I have been grabbing this the most. I just love the way it looks. It's not too dark, it's not too light. It's just like bronze. It's so pretty. It just gives you this beautiful, nice, sun-kissed, summery bronze. It's absolutely stunning. The next thing I've been loving is this new Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder. Don't get me wrong, I love Maybelline. Like they are one of the best drugstore brands out there. They have so many things that I love, but their face products don't tend to work out for me. I don't know why. It is what it is. I give them a fair chance. It's just we're not compatible. I still love Maybelline. They're still one of my favorite brands and I will still continue to use them. I just don't have a lot of faith in their face products. But I wanted to try this because I really wanted to have a drugstore translucent powder option. And I was like, you know what? Let me just pick it up. I'm just going to try it. If I don't like it, no big deal. I got mine in the shade Fair Light. It looks really, really light in the container. The next color up was medium and it was like really, really dark. It didn't look like medium. When I bought it, I was like, oh my God, I hope this is not like stark white. I tend to gravitate towards translucent powders. This comes off as more of a translucent powder in my opinion. It has a tiny tinge of color. It's nothing too crazy, nothing too intense. It doesn't alter the color of your foundation. It doesn't make me look any darker. It doesn't make me look any whiter. It just has like a nice, like very, very slight color to the powder. But the thing that I love the most about this is it makes your skin look flawless. I haven't been able to stop using it just because it made my skin look so nice. It lasts all day long on the skin and it looks really good on the skin. I do have to start to blot after maybe like 5 hours. I can see a little bit of oil peeking through, nothing too crazy. It doesn't like settle into fine lines. It doesn't look cakey. It doesn't look too heavy or powdery. It just has like the smoothest finish to the skin. It makes your skin look absolutely perfect. I love it. I have not been able to put it down. I also tried this out from Maybelline. This is the Master Camo Crayon Corrector. I think this color is called Apricot if I'm not mistaken. This is supposed to be really good at correcting dark circles. I do have this on today and I just feel like it does such a good job of concealing darker circles. I have really, really dark under eye circles. They are like so ugly. I have a really hard time covering them up and I have a really hard time with concealer and correctors because I feel like sometimes if you don't use a corrector and you have heavy dark like bluish purple dark circles like how I do, you can still see that darkness underneath the concealer. This is really, really nice because it just counteracts that darkness. I love a bright highlighted under eye look, so this is perfect for that because it does give you that brightness but it actually counteracts the darkness underneath your eyes. The only bad thing I have to say about this is you don't want to go too heavy-handed. If I have more of like a yellow tone corrector, I will just take this shit down. Like I'm like painting all over my under eye. You can't really do that with this. You have to just kind of put it right where you have your darkness because it can peek through your concealer if you overuse it. This is not one of those products where you can just go ham and color all over your face with it. I remember the first time I used this, that's exactly what I did. I just did what I normally do with a corrector and I brought it all the way down just so I would have that really bright illuminated effect. Even underneath my Tarte Shape Tape, you could still see a little bit of orange. I use like the smallest amount of product ever. I just barely put it right where my darkness is and you won't have that issue. So that's the only downfall is you can't go too crazy, which when you think about it, it's not too bad because you're not overusing the product and you get to keep it for longer and you don't have to keep repurchasing it so quickly. It's actually not really a downfall when you think about it, but yeah, you do have to be careful with it. But if it's used correctly, it looks bomb. Okay, I swear to God, this whole video is like all Maybelline. I don't know how it ended up being that way. I guess I was just really feeling Maybelline. This is just what I've been loving lately. I can't help it. Maybelline has been killing it, dude. I'm sure you know what I'm going to talk about now. We have the Maybelline Molten Gold highlighter. I mean, do I even have to say anything? Everybody and their mama loves this stuff. It is like undescribable. I honestly don't even know what to say about it because it's so pretty. Let me do a little swatch so I can show you guys. This highlight is just so poppin'. Who wouldn't love this highlight? It is so pretty. Oh my god, it's so good. This is like another one of those products that once I got it, I haven't put it down. I've been using it since I got it. I grabbed this highlighter over my high-end highlighters. This is so freaking incredible. It gives you that like wet, juicy, dripping highlight. I don't know what else to say about it. It's just so awesome. The only thing that I don't like, this is like a really, really soft powder, so you have to be careful. It will break easily. If you travel with this, I would definitely stick this in your purse. Don't stick it in your suitcase or anything like that because it does shatter very easily. I did drop this once and I have carpet in my room and it did break a tiny little bit. It wasn't too bad, but I accidentally dug my nail in this too, and it just like, the whole area where my nail was just like crumbled away. It's a very like soft, fragile texture is how I would describe it. You have to be gentle with it. You can't just like toss it in your purse and, you know, throw it here and throw it there. You have to definitely be careful with it because it's such a soft formula. It will definitely break. I'm pretty sure this was only around $10. I want to say it was like $9.99. For some reason, that number's standing out to me. I do have a lot of texture on my face, and I don't feel like it accentuates texture at all. It does give you that like beautiful, juicy, wet looking skin, and it lasts all day long. It doesn't fade whatsoever. This definitely beats all of the drugstore highlights I've ever tried. It's always sold out. It took me a really long time to finally get my hands on this. If you can get your hands on it, definitely pick this up. Might not look the best on like really fair skin. It's like that one of those really like goldeny highlights. I would say maybe like light medium, and dark. This would look stunning on you. And then last but not least, also from Maybelline, I swear to God, this was not planned. It just so happened that like I love Maybelline this month. These Vivid Hot Lip Lacquers are so pretty. I am a gloss girl. I love that juicy, wet lip, and these give you exactly that. Not only do they give you a really juicy lip, but they are super opaque. I have the color Tease and Unreal. Tease is a really baby pink, pale nude, but it's not too pink. The reason I love this color is because I'm not really like a pink kind of girl. This is like the perfect mixture of pink and nude. It makes your lips just look so juicy. So this is Tease on this side, and then this is Unreal on this side. That was just one little swipe. The thing that I love about this color Unreal is that it looks pretty by itself. You don't have to have anything on underneath it because it's so opaque. It just gives your lips like that nice tan, my lips but better kind of look. Okay, let's talk some shit, shall we? I don't know if this is going to be a shocker because everybody loves this mascara, and I feel like people are going to be like, what? You don't like that? But I honestly just don't like this mascara. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. I have heard nothing but good things about this mascara. I was so excited to try it. I went to so many different stores to look for it. It was sold out everywhere. I could not get my hands on it, which of course made me want it more. And I finally got my hands on it and I was like, okay, you know, I used it in the beginning. There's nothing left in this tube, so I did use it up completely. I just don't like it. It doesn't give me the volume that I can get from the original L'Oreal Voluminous or the L'Oreal Power Volume, which are my two favorite mascaras of all time. When I first opened this tube up when it was fresh, it did give my lashes like a nice plumping look. They look very full, they look very thick. It didn't lengthen like I wanted it to, which, okay, maybe I get it's not really marketed towards lengthening, it's more marketed towards volume, which whatever, fine, it's not a big deal. I liked it in the beginning, but I started to notice that it would just flake so much. I would honestly look in the mirror and it would just be like black flakes all down my eye. I don't know, I just couldn't get past that. Another thing was that my tube dried out so fast. This only lasted me 3 weeks, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. If I'm not wearing false lashes, I coat mascara on super thick, but The other mascaras that I love from L'Oreal don't run out that quickly on me. I feel like it just like dried up. So honestly, I don't even know if there's product in here. There could be product in here and it just dried out. This just didn't last for me. It's been about 2 weeks and I opened it up and I noticed it was just like dry. And I was like, I just got this. How did it dry out so quickly? I'm very careful with my mascara. I twist the cap very tightly. It was not a situation like that. It just dried out. That was a lose for me. I probably will never try that again. I know they make a waterproof formula. I don't wear waterproof mascara on a day-to-day basis because it does thin your lashes, so I just don't feel like I need waterproof mascara. If there's a mascara that I have to buy it in a waterproof formula because it works better, I'm just not going to do it. So that was a dud. And then for foundation, I have the Maybelline Better Stay Foundation. I just don't like the way it makes my skin look. It says it's supposed to be all-day color wear, known for its antioxidant benefits. So I guess this is one of those skincare foundation type of things. I don't know. I just got this because I heard good things about it. It had nice coverage. That's why I got it. And it was good for more oily skin. I used it for a decent amount of time. I think I gave it a fair shot. I feel like it made my skin look very dry. These skincare type foundations typically don't make your skin look worse. It made my skin look very dry and dehydrated. On me, it just really settled into my fine lines. It looked very cakey. I just looked like I had the life sucked out of me. I don't like that look. I mean, I don't know anybody who likes that look, but I just didn't care for it. So I will probably never buy this again. So the next thing I have is this Seriously Shine Free Moisturizer. This is by the brand Formula 10.0.6. I love their skincare. They have some really, really awesome skincare and they're very affordable. Their masks are awesome. They have a cleanser that I love and they also have a toner that I love. I use those things regularly. Those are like my regular in my skincare routine. I saw this and I was like, oh, let me try that out. That looks pretty cool. I have tried a mattifying moisturizer from Murad before that I loved. I think that moisturizer is around like $40 and I was like, let me see if this is just as good as that. I want to say it was maybe around $7 or $8, so I wanted to give it a try. This just didn't work. It made my skin too matte, which sounds crazy because I'm so oily. I tried it all over my face first and it just made my skin look very like cakey and my foundation would patch in certain places because of this moisturizer. Then I tried it again and I just used it in my T-zone and it just like sucked the life out of me. Even when I just used it in my T-zone in that area, when I put my foundation on, it would kind of like bunch up. It would just look so bad. Maybe on a no makeup day, if I'm just like not wearing any makeup, I could probably get away with this, but under makeup, it just did not look nice and I absolutely hated it. And my last thing that I did not like were these Eylure and Vegas Nay lashes. These are in the style Fiercely Fabulous. Before I start talking shit about these lashes, let me just say that Eylure are my favorite lash brand, I think, of all time. I love their lashes and I love the Vegas Nay lashes. The Grand Glamour are my favorite lashes of all time. They're easy to put on. They look beautiful. Can't beat them. I think they're one of the best out there. So I picked these up. I had not seen these in stores before, so I wanted to try them out because I'm such a huge fan of their lashes. This particular style just looked so bad on me. I put these lashes on. I had to take them off and redo them, and they still didn't look good. Instead of them going up, they kind of just went straight. Like they were literally just like straight out. This is the only kind that I've tried that I didn't like. So I don't know if it's just this particular style. I even tried to curl them with my lash curler and they were just sticking straight out. Like, I just took them off, put them back in the box. I think if they curved up like regular lashes do, they would be fine because they're really thick and pretty. I don't know why they stick straight out. It doesn't make sense to me. These were a no. And that's it for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And of course, like, comment, and subscribe. If you like any of these products, the ones that I hated on, please let me know if you're using them differently or honestly just why you like them. So if you have any suggestions of any new products that I can try, or if you liked any of the products that I hated, leave in the comments below why you like them. I love to read feedback on products. I love hearing about new things. I love hearing about things that maybe didn't work for me but worked for other people. I like feedback. So let me know what you think in the comments below. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. We've got the butthole lip going. Line instead of liner. Charlie. Why is he always interrupting me? Oh, my earring. Oh. When he's not the center of attention, he gets sad. Isn't that right? Do you need some love? Okay. Oh, okay. Dang. Who's that? Who is that?